Hey everybody! This is my preview of the 2025-2026 Kansas State men's basketball season. So here it goes. First up, the roster recap. Uh, K-State lost 9 players from last year's team, 3 to graduation, and 6 to the transfer portal. So good luck to those players. K-State returns 4 players from last year's team and bringing in 10 players and bringing in 10 new players. 6 from the transfer portal, 1 from the high school ranks, and 3 from the international ranks. So this year, Casey has 14 players on the roster, and I think they're good players, so that's good. Next up, the schedule. So here we go. K-State first plays UNC Greensboro on the 4th of November. I think that's a win. Next, they play Bellarmine on November 8th. I think that's a win. Next, they got California on November 13th. I think they beat Cal. Next, they play Tulsa on the 17th of November. I think that's a win. Then, on November 20th, they play Mississippi State in the Hall of Fame Classic, and I think that's a win. Then on the 21st of November, they'll play either Nebraska or New Mexico in the Hall of Fame Classic. If they play Nebraska, I think that's a win. But if they play New Mexico, I think that's a loss. Next, they're at Indiana on November 25th. I think that's a loss. Then on the 1st of December, they got Bowling Green. I think that's a win. Then they got Seton Hall on the 6th of December, and I think that's a win. Next, they got Mississippi Valley State on the 8th of December, and I think that's a win. Then they're at Creighton on December 13th, and I think that's a loss. Then they got South Dakota next on December 20th, and I think that's a win. Then they got Louisiana Monroe on December 28th, and I think that's a win. Then on January 3rd, they got BYU. I think that's a win. Then they're at Arizona on January 7th. I think that's a loss. Then they're at Arizona State on the 10th of January. I think that's a loss. Then on January 14th, they got UCF, and I think that's a win. Then they're at Oklahoma State on January 17th. I think that's a win. Then they got Utah on January 20th. I think that's a win. Then on January 24th, they got Kansas, and I like the last 3 years at home. I think we'll beat Kansas at home, so that's a win. And then they're at West Virginia on January 27th. I think that's a loss. Then on February 1st, they got Iowa State. I think that's a loss. Then they're at TCU on the February 7th. I think that's a loss. Then they got Cincinnati on February 11th. I think that's a win. Then on February 14th, they're at Houston. I think that's a loss. Then they got Baylor on February 17th. I think that's a loss. Then they're at Texas Tech on February 21st. I think that's a loss. Then they're at Colorado on February 25th. I think that's a win. Then they got TCU on the 28th of February. I think that's a win. They got West Virginia on March 3rd. I think that's a win. the last game of the season, regular season, is at Kansas on March 7th, and I think that's a loss. So overall, if K-State plays Nebraska, I got K-State going 20-11 with a 9-9 conference record. But if they play New Mexico, I got K-State going 19-12 with a 9-9 conference record. So overall, I think K-State will have a decently average year this year. Nothing spectacular in my opinion. So that's it. That's it for me. That's my preview. So go State and Ema.